Hi guys, it's me, solo today. I am here for the 2-month update. I will say that the amazing microphone that I have on top of my camera right now apparently picks up on a lot of other tech. And so when that happens is it makes this clicking sound. I'll insert a clip right now. So now we're gonna be in the swing, hopefully. And unfortunately, pretty much all of my footage from today when I was vlogging today, that is what you would hear the entire time as I'm trying to talk to you guys about everything and just also just vlogging. It's pretty annoying and frustrating seeing as I'm trying to get this up and edited and everything on the same day. This might just be a hot mess express, but I think that is what encapsulates motherhood. Am I right? So I have a bunch of footage that we've taken over the past week or so. So I might just like throw it randomly in as like an end part of it. So you can just see just random things that we captured throughout the week. The last video when we did it with Ryan, so unfortunately he's back to work. So that's one change that's happened in month 2. Ryan's back to work and it sucks, but I know it's supposed to happen eventually, but it was an amazing time for us to be able to be home for 8 weeks. That's how long his paternity leave was. I'm sorry, my hair is just anyways, that's how long his paternity leave was. So very, very lucky, but at the same time, it doesn't make it any easier. The last video we said we were gonna do weeks 0 to 4. This one's weeks 4 to 8. And now we're currently in week 8. So that's kind of where we're at. I think the biggest thing that we experienced was we transitioned out of me just pumping and mixing formula to just being straight up on formula due to the fact that we were just not sure what was causing all of her gassiness and all of her fussiness. Whenever she would have gas or have to poop, it was like she was in the most torturous pain that you could ever imagine. It was like, oh my gosh, like we've never heard that cry before. We would try the gripe water, did not help. We started to do the gas drops too, like the Little Remedies gas drop. That somewhat helped a little bit, but not really. What it boiled down to over the last 4 weeks was we've basically discovered that she does have acid reflux, and I don't know how intense of a case it is. Honestly, I'm attacking all of this as a newbie. I'm winging it. I don't know what's going on. I'm just trying my best to do what's best for her. And that's what we're both doing, Ryan and I. Just honestly kind of learning as we go and doing and making the decisions that are the best in our eyes at that moment. You know, you just don't know. So being a first-time parent, it's really hard because you're honestly just guessing and going off of your gut and taking advice from others who've been through it before and hoping for the best. That's really what parenting is, I honestly feel like. For anyone who has had reflux babies or is currently having a reflux baby, it's just really hard. You feel helpless, and then you also just feel so bad for them because they're in pain and they are screaming their heads off and they can't be consoled, and there's just honestly nothing that you can really do. You've done everything that they need. You go off the list and there's just nothing. So we basically have been juggling this whole medicine thing. Ultimately, at the end of the day, what we want is for her to just be happy and not in pain and not feeling discomfort at all. And I know that by, 5-6 months or so, they grow out of it because they're, all the stuff on the inside really develops and they don't need anything anymore, that they're pretty good when it comes to that. For the time being, that's still a little bit a ways away. So and I know Ryan's biggest concern and biggest priority right now is making sure that we are doing what we can to keep her comfortable and happy, and also making sure that she's eating so that she's growing and developing appropriately. So we have our 2-month appointment on Monday. Yeah, we'll see kind of how she's done over the last month. Hopefully all good things. And yeah, I know. And this is the reality. I had to stop earlier because I had to go meet my mom real quick, but this is the reality. Like, I've tried feeding her, and she just is screaming her head off, like, just completely, like, just don't feed me, Mom. And you can just hear, like, her groggliness in her throat, and she's just now calm because I'm just not gonna feed her because she's just, every time I try, she's, like, miserable. I want to say, like, I know it's better, like, it's gotten better, but it's not completely better. It's still a struggle, and it's really hard to watch them be this way because you just feel hopeless and like you can't help them. I'm trying to be vulnerable and open with things like this so that you don't have this false perception that everything's perfect and everything's sunshine and rainbows and there's nothing that happens that's hard. This is hard. It sucks because you just want them to be okay. It's something that we're still trying to figure out and try to work the kinks out to help her so that she's just completely like, okay, I'm relieved. And that it doesn't just keep getting better and then regressing and then getting a little bit better but then regressing. Like, we're just gonna try to figure that out. That's the biggest thing right now this month, or the second month into this third month, is just trying to figure it out for her.
So Ryan's home now. Okay, so if you had to pick from the weeks 4 to 8.
Yeah.
I already touched on kind of my thoughts. Mm-hmm. What were your thoughts?
What? Are we just not moving around enough for you? Are we not moving around enough?
Okay.
So, the first one is obviously scheduling. We got her on a schedule. We started feeding her every 3 hours, and it made it a lot less stressful because we knew what to expect.
I'm gonna pick her up.
We knew exactly what to expect. So we ended up feeding her at like 6 a.m., 9 a.m., 12, 3, and then like a 5:30, and then an 8:30 for her bedtime, like right before she actually went to bed. And the good thing about that was that, again, I think it's just we knew what to expect across the board. So it became a lot less stressful for us. And am I bad at this?
No, I just was wondering about the lighting.
Should I turn it on?
Nope, you're good.
It became a lot less stressful for us. So scheduling. Number 2, I think, was obviously her reflux, and I still think we're trying to get a grip of it. She really fights a bottle sometimes, and I'm not entirely sure if it's just because we're feeding her so frequently, or if it's because she actually wants to not eat and it hurts her stomach. So we started on a medicine,
I said that.
and it seems like it's kind of working, but it's on and off.
And we know that babies have fussy times, but my gut's saying that.
So Jordan's gut is saying that it's the medicine. I could go either way, to be honest, but I think what we're gonna try to do is maybe try another medicine just to see if it works and she starts eating a little bit better. But overall, she's gaining weight, so I don't think it's a bad thing.
Oh my gosh, people are not gonna let me leave the room. Jeez.
I think I'm about done. Scheduling and reflux. Like, scheduling, get your baby on a schedule. It helps so much for your sanity. Yeah, I mean, that's really it. Listen.
Sorry for all the screaming, but that's
Day of the life.
That's month
you get
2.
used to it. Month 2, scheduling, reflux, what else?
I mean, it's giving only Ryan all the smiles. Mom just gets the cries.
Alright guys, we've put Charlie to bed. We did our whole bedtime routine. I am gonna enjoy this. Edit this vlog. Hopefully get it up for you guys. Just kind of keep you guys updated every week. Hard as some of the days are and how emotionally draining some days are where you just feel like you're just not doing anything right. It's the absolute best. As weird as that is to say, it's like such a complete, it sounds so like it doesn't make sense, but it does. So that is month 2 update. Hope you enjoyed. Sorry for all the crazy randomness, but I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Are you showing me your dog?
What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you gonna give me a big smile? Are you gonna give me a big smile? Are you gonna give me one?
Yep. This is dad mode for sure.